Hello everyone and welcome to Jacko Films. I am your host, Adrian Parker, and I know it's taken me a while, but you know, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna talk about Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Anyways, well, I'm gonna try to keep it as, condensed as possible because my previous 3 reviews, both, normal, like spoiler free, and spoiler, you're looking at like over 20 minutes. I really want to see if I can condense this, so we'll see how we go. Alright. Yeah, what to talk about? Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Well, for starters, I will say it definitely is on par with Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, I will be honest, it really is. Prisoner of Azkaban, I will say, is slightly better just because it is not just a good Harry Potter film, it's just a great film overall, you know? So, but I will say that Goblet of Fire is still pretty good. Obviously, John Williams departed, being the composer, so we have some new ones. This one is Patrick Doyle, who also did Aragon. I would say he did a very good job. I'd say his music is definitely one of the better music in the Harry Potter films. Like, it's really, really good. We had the CD, and you just listen to the first track, and you could just visualize it. And I'm like, I can just see the snake. Title. So cool. It's just such a great piece of music, and yeah, I think Patrick Doyle, you did a good job. But yeah, well, let's actually say what it's about. Now, Harry's name gets popped up out of the Goblet of Fire, and it created a binding contract to, compete in a Triwizard Tournament. So there's 3 tasks, all dangerous, and yeah. I really would love to see, the work, health and safety in Hogwarts. You know, how many incident reports have they done in Hogwarts? Probably too many. Because, oh boy. Throughout the entire franchise, especially this one, I feel like, with all the 3 tasks, there'd be a lot, I feel like. But, since that the first 3 Harry Potter films were rated PG, and now this one, from the 4th to onwards, including Fantastic Beasts, yeah, they were all M-rated, or in America, PG-13. But, yeah, so they definitely get a lot darker, and you can definitely see that, and they've all starting to grow up a little, that kind of thing. And yeah, nothing will ever be the same again. And yeah, the 3 tasks were very tense, and you're trying to figure out how Harry is even going to get out of this situation. And yeah, it's very thrilling, and also you have the good old Harry Potter brand of humor. Gotta love it. And yeah, I quite liked it. So, honestly though, there's just so much I would want to say, but I think this time around I'm going to stop with the, spoiler-free ones, or, the ones that are vague. And, yeah. Let's move on to the spoiler talk. So, as you already know, the start of the movie, as I mentioned beforehand, is that you see the snake doing this, and all of a sudden you see the title, and like, ooh, kind of thing. Then you see David Tennant as Barty Crouch Jr. Oh, so good, so good. I think he did this before he did Doctor Who, at least for the filming wise, because I know that his appearance in both Doctor Who and obviously this came out in 2005. But either way, so good. And I'd love to meet him one day. But yeah, straight off the bat, they actually kill the innkeeper. Like, and it shows that, hey, the first 3 were like PG, like family friendly. We're going to be a bit more darker now, that kind of thing. So, wow. And then finally, you also have the Quidditch World Cup, which was very good. Although I would have liked to see a little bit more. Well, actually, love to have seen the game. It's like, you know, Fudge he announced it, and all of a sudden he's like, "Let the match begin," and that was it. I would have liked to have seen at least a little bit of the game, but hey. But then obviously, Death Eater's attack, very dark, and Barty Crouch Jr., being a little bit of a menace, and, so cool. And, like, that whole sequence was very, very whoa, and, if people were really just get so used to what the other films were, and then obviously this, and, the whole feeling of this movie is definitely different to what the other three were. And at times, it almost feels like you're watching a whole different movie, like a whole different franchise, because you get so used to the feel of what was before, and then now this, and it's kind of like, wow. And to think that the first one was so family friendly compared to what this is. I mean, don't get me wrong, the first one did have its very dark moments, but still. Ugh. Anyways, but cool. Anyways, let's move on forward. You have Mad-Eye Moody being a little weirdo. But, seriously though, when the cup popped up and saying, oh, put your name in, and yada yada yada, which by the way, love Fred and George, the old, when turned old, that was funny. And the thing is though, with the contract of the cup, you have to be over 17 to join. And when Harry's name popped up, he's 14. So technically, he wouldn't be under contract to even join. But as, Barty Crouch Sr. says, it created a binding contract, he has to do it kind of thing. But he shouldn't need to because, as I said, he is under 17. So, it's potato. It's weird, but hey, logic, without logic, then most things in Harry Potter probably wouldn't have happened, so. But anyways, the most iconic moment in Harry Potter history. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Dumbledore asked calmly. No, sir. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Just wanted to do that. Anyways, so you have the different, torments, like the task kind of thing. The dragon, that was a really good sequence. Same goes for the mer people underneath the Black Lake. That was a good sequence. And so those two sequences were really good. Also beforehand, before the dragon one, I love the when Mad-Eye Moody turned Draco into a ferret. Great moment. But again, even before the dragon, just Ron being so jealous, it felt weird and almost just like, I get that he'd be like, what the hell happened kind of thing. But if he was a true friend to Harry, then he would know damn well, why would he put his name in the Goblet of Fire? Even in the scene when Fred and George became old, Harry literally said that, I wouldn't want to put my name in it, I don't want the fame and glory kind of thing, I don't think it wasn't exact words, but it was more or less like that. And then all of a sudden Ron's like, how did you do it, I'm just Harry Potter's stupid friend kind of thing. I'm like, dude, if you know Harry, if you know your best friend, then he wouldn't have done it. And then obviously after the dragon, he's like, oh, yeah, you would have been barking mad to do this kind of thing. Oh yeah, you'd think? And I don't know. Anyways, I have to admit, I didn't mind the Yule Ball. I mean, I'm not gonna deny it was a little cringy at times, but I didn't mind though. It was nice. In one sense, it was a little bit magical. It just, in the feel of it, especially when everyone was dancing and enjoying themselves, it wasn't bad. how I really wasn't a fan of Ron. I was really jealous. I was a bit of an ass, I'm not gonna lie. I really wasn't a fan. But I have to admit, I cannot deny that Hermione, she looked really good in that dress. Like, she was very beautiful, and I have to admit, I quite liked it. Really good. But, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Cedric Diggory was a bit of a creep, you know. Hey, go into the prefix bathroom because it's not a bad place for a bath. What? Look, I get that he was, you know, helping him out. You know, you put the egg in, he can hear the song and tells you what you have to do in the second task, which I kind of already mentioned. But man, you could have worded it differently and so you don't sound like a weirdo and a creep. But you know, hey. But again, so a lot of stuff happened. And then obviously the last task, that was a good one, the maze. And then obviously Voldemort coming back. You know, Cedric Diggory getting killed. You know, that sequence was really cool. I loved it. It's one of the best endings to a Harry Potter film. And I love quoting it and really get involved with it, and it's such a good moment. And then yeah, and Amos's like wails when he sees Cedric dead, kind of thing. It's kind of like it really tugs at you. It's so devastating, and the actor who played Amos, like, you really feel his emotions. Like, it was just really gut punching. And so, and obviously, Barty Crouch Jr. actually was Mad-Eye Moody, and the real Mad-Eye Moody was locked away somewhere, and, well, in the box cage or whatever. Point is, though, voila, David Tennant again, woohoo! And, yeah, it was a good moment. And also seeing him in the flashback sequence before the third task was really cool as well. Just David Tennant, man, David Tennant's great. And, yeah, and obviously, I just love Dumbledore going into Harry's, you know, dormitory after the whole ordeal kind of thing. And it's like, you know, I never liked these curtains. Burned them, in my, 4th year. By accident, of course. Whoa, what a weird segue. Man, that was weird. Also, when, in Cedric Diggory's funeral, Dumbledore literally says, you know, Cedric Diggory was murdered by Voldemort. No, he wasn't. He was killed by Peter Pettigrew. By orders of Voldemort. And it continues in the next one, which I'll probably go more detail in the next one. But even now, I'm just like, what the heck? No, it was Peter Pettigrew, Wormtail. He was the one who killed Cedric. I never understand why, you know, Voldemort killed him kind of thing. I was like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Anyways. But, yeah, and obviously, the last bit, you know, Hermione says, you know, to Harry, everything's going to change now, isn't it? And then Harry's like, yes. What a great way to end the movie. Anyways, long story short, I really liked this movie. It was a great film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And, obviously, got a Triwizards Hominid shirt, you know, with Harry. And, yeah, love it. It's a good film. And if you haven't seen it, watch it. And if somehow you haven't seen it and you watch my spoiler review, then, well, okay. But still, even if you have been spoiled, it's still a good movie to watch. So enjoy. Anyways, thanks for watching. Tune in next time for Order of the Phoenix. Whenever that will be. I have no idea, but we'll see. And, yeah. See ya. Bye. Oh, my God.